Congressman Ted Budd joins me now here at CPAC. Congressman, thanks for being here. Appreciate it.
Great to be with you. Thank you.
So break that down for me. You were there in 1991 on a missions trip.
Yeah, we were. I was a freshman in college at Appalachian State, and when over there was 405 Americans. We chartered Aeroflot from New York, and interestingly, they had brought victims of Chernobyl that were 2 years hence suffering from the radiation effects. They had brought them over to the U.S. for treatment. We took the Aeroflot planes back, and we were there for 10 days. Moscow, Kiev, and then back to Leningrad, which was changing its name at the time over to St. Petersburg.
Interesting. And you said the reaction when you were in Ukraine, which was still then technically part of the Soviet Union.
It was the USSR.
Independent. You were wearing a name tag that had some Russian lettering on it. What kind of reaction?
My full name, Theodore, was translated into Russian with the Cyrillic script, and they were offended in Ukraine that it would actually have that on there that was Russian, and so they wanted it to be Ukraine. But,
interesting. So does it surprise you the level of investment then Ukrainians have in your country, or should we have seen that coming?
No, well, this is the bookend. What we're seeing right now, Putin is trying to reverse history and undo what happened in 1991.
Yeah.
We should have known this all along. And his State of the Union in 2005, he essentially said that he considered it to be part of the larger Russia. But he's essentially trying to build the glory of Russia. There are strategic reasons why he would want to protect his southern and western flank because of the flatlands of Russia. We understand that. But still, I mean, this is evil. This is a sovereign nation in the Ukraine, and we stand with the Ukraine people.
Now, clearly sanctions haven't worked. They're admitting it now from the White House podium that sanctions were never going to work. But slow in coming, better late than never, the Congress appears poised to approve billions of dollars in additional assistance to Ukraine, including, I believe, $350 million for military aid. Too little, too late?
It is. Look, we should never have been in this position. Putin was watching closely when we had the botched withdrawal from Afghanistan.
Yeah.
It put America in a position of weakness. And it's not just Ukraine that's an issue. We're seeing an aggressive China, we're seeing an aggressive North Korea, and we're seeing it in Iran as well. So there's larger global issues other than just Ukraine that really affect the U.S. And it started with a weak president rather than the strength we had before with President Trump.
The ironic part of this moment right now is that the Javelin and Stingers being potentially, this is speculation, but if you look at the information, the Obama administration refused to give lethal aid effectively. Donald Trump and his administration did. So it could be the weapons that were approved a couple of years ago that are actually being used to fight the Russians right now.
Absolutely. When you saw Russian aggression in Crimea, which was Ukraine territory, then Obama sent blankets and MREs. But now we're seeing lethal aid from President Trump, which allows them to defend their sovereignty.
And so how quick would this happen? Based on your experience in Congress, if this gets approved, can we get it to Ukrainians? Should this be drawn out even further?
We could. I need to look. I have not seen the text yet. We're hearing anywhere from $350 for part of it up to $6.4 billion that the Biden administration has requested. Look, we want to give them their support. We want to make sure we know what's in that support that he's offering. Is it more blankets and MREs?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot of money for that. Or is this more lethal aid?
Which is exactly what they're calling for right now.
Exactly.
All right, Congressman Ted Budd, thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it. And by the way, he was on a panel here at CPAC with Candace Owens yesterday. We're going to have more coverage of what's going on here at CPAC.